Hey there, teacher friend. Today's MA episode is answering one of the most common and most vulnerable questions I see asked by new teachers. What is the best classroom management tip a first-time teacher should know? I didn't have chaos in my classroom, I had silence, and not the good kind. Welcome to the Secondary Teacher Podcast, the podcast for middle and high school teachers juggling multiple preps to get the strategies to reduce overwhelm so that you don't have to choose between being an effective teacher and prioritizing important relationships. I'm your host, Kristen Masick, a 10-year high school engineering teacher, former middle school assistant principal, and teacher coach. Every week, we will discuss strategies, systems, and time-saving tips to help you not only survive but thrive as a multiple prep teacher. At my first teaching job, and actually in my first year of teaching, I had just wrapped up what I thought was a solid lesson in architectural design. My principal had observed me during this lesson, and during the post-conference, he asked me a question I'll never forget. Would you take your own class? Ugh, it stung because I thought I was doing okay. I had slides from a colleague, I had a system, kind of, and no one was acting out. But you know what? No one was engaged either. Most of them were half asleep, just trying to make it through the period. That same year, I was also juggling a class that had both advanced mechanical drafting and advanced architectural drafting students at the same time. And to be honest, I had no clue how to teach that. I defaulted to projects and packets just to survive. And then there was a principles of engineering class filled with students earning elective science credit who pushed me hard every day. I was doing my best, but nothing felt like it was working. I didn't have any real systems, just a turn-in bin. No bell ringer, no clear structure, no consistent routines. And I remember walking into another teacher's classroom, seeing all her neat missing work systems and her classroom procedures and thinking, that's great, but it doesn't apply to me. I teach electives, I teach multiple preps. That's a luxury I don't have. But here's the thing. Classroom management isn't about discipline, it's about systems. What finally turned the corner for me was realizing that classroom management isn't about being strict or adding more rules. It's about structure, predictability, routines that serve both you and your students, and especially with the things that our students are dealing with today when it comes to SEL, that predictability is really going to be key. Once I started to use consistent class format, what I now teach as introduce, practice, produce, everything got easier. Students knew what to expect, and I didn't have to reinvent the wheel for every single prep. I also started every class with a bell ringer, or a do now, and I wasn't overcomplicating it. It wasn't some fancy spiral review or deep reflection prompt. It was just something simple and relevant to the class that helped students settle in and bought me a few minutes to take attendance or deal with quick admin tasks or last minute things that I need to do for my lesson. That routine alone was a game changer across all my classes, no matter the subject. Multi-prep management starts with repeatable routines. If you're teaching more than one prep, and especially if your students are different every period, you have to set up systems that reduce your decision fatigue. Here's what I recommend. Use consistent lesson flow across all classes. Anchor each period with a clear entry routine, and choose repeatable activities that can flex by content but stay the same in structure. For example, if you love Think, Pair, Share, make that one of your go-to routines for the practice phase. Use it in every class. Just switch out the content. When your students know what's coming, you spend less time managing behavior and more time actually teaching. And one more thing before you go. Inside the Multiple Prep Teacher Academy, I walk you through exactly how to set up these types of routines. Pick the right ones for your content and scale them across multiple preps. It's not about adding more work. It's about simplifying what already works so that you can actually breathe. If today's episode felt like it was speaking to you, make sure that you watch out for more details on how to join the Academy this summer. Until next time, remember, you don't need more rules, you need better rhythms.